Okay, everyone, we're going to continue with our lion. We are going to do a cubism style on this side of the lion. I mean, you can pick either side, but I'm going to do this one. Now, cubism is basically when you're taking your nice soft rounded edges and you're turning them into geometric. Everything is straight lines or a geometric shape. Nothing is going to be smooth and round and realism like. You're still going to be able to tell what it is on this side, but it's going to be more hard edged and angled versus all this soft and blending. All right. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is the ear because it's very like rounded right in this area. I'm going to start with a geometric shaped ear. Now remember, the whole point of this is that you're still going to keep all those lines. You're going to keep the lines that connect to through the middle. So I'm going to have this pointed ear piece right here, and it's still connecting to this piece right afterwards, right in here. Okay? And then for the inside, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to just change it up a little tiny bit, just like that. Okay? And this line, I don't want it rounded, so I'm going to bring it all the way out to the edge right here. It's just going to be something a little bit different, and you'll see. All right, so we're doing geometric shapes. So the mane is going to be very, very fun. This is a geometric lion. So your mane doesn't have to stay right in with this area because this is a totally different style. It can come out more. And what I want to do, because I was thinking about this the other day, is I want to make him look like he's got three-dimensional pieces coming out of his mane. So this one, the angle is going to go in this way. And as I do this, I'm going to erase this little guideline because I want to be able to tell what it's going to look like as I do it. And I think I'm going to put some little hair up here too, just to make him look kind of, oh yeah, that's cool. Because when I go back in on this side, I'm going to color. And what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to do like maybe dark of like an orange, and then like maybe a regular colored orange. So that way I have like those angles and you can see where the light is hitting. And okay, so now that I'm past this line is coming out this way and it's coming in with this area. So that makes more sense. And then this one is going to come out like this. So they're all overlapping each other. There's lots of crazy things. He's almost like a sun on this side, which is kind of cool. I always thought lions were pretty neat with all their fur and stuff, and they could be like totally different. So this is what I'm going with. And I'm going to harden up this line here, and I'm going to edge it over here. So it's still a geometric shape that we have going on. And right in this area, I'm just going to leave flat, just so that it matches up with the face later on. I am going to, so these are going to slowly go downward, so the angles are going to turn this way. All right. I'm going to start making this one curve, and I'm going to bring it way out. And then I'm going to make it curve like this over here. And I'm going to make it come down like this over here. And I'm going to have some little ones. And I'm going to go back in. See, this is the trick. When you have this line right here, and you got to stop right there. You can't just keep going. Can't go over the line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some little ones in and out throughout this whole thing. Now you can copy me or you can make your own. It's up to you. But this part is cubism. So I'm going to do a little one right in here because I think this part needs an extra little section. I'm going to make this one come way down over on this side. So that way one side's bigger than the other. Let's see here. I'm going to want to do some more in here because I want to make it look like he has a big full mane. And maybe a couple like this that are kind of overlapping, that are really overlapping. So we're doing pretty good. Normally with cubism, you'd use a ruler for the whole thing, but right now, there's no way I'm going to be able to do a ruler while I'm holding this up and drawing. But this looks pretty cool. And I'm liking where this is going. To get rid of some of these extra little shaded lines that I did from when we first sketched out the lion. And it's easier, just erase the line and come back in later. Just a quick thought. I was thinking about using crayons on this side and then switching over to colored pencil for the abstract one. So keep that in mind. The only thing I'm not going to use color on is the middle. So I'm doing cubism. So cubism is just about geometric shapes. Kind of liking the way this is turning out. And I think, I think I want to put another one right in here. Oh, look at that. It lined right up. That was kind of funny. Okay. So I've got his mane going on. Really cool things about cubism. If you want to, you can do something in the background, but just because I don't want this to get too confusing for all of us, this is pretty much it. So now is the fun part. Look at my crayons jumping all over the place. We're going to do some coloring. So we're going to add some color today to your project. And I'm just looking in through my crayons right now because I'd like to use different things. I know that some of you have crayons at home and you don't have other things at home, and I would like to use some stuff that you have so that way we can all be on the same page. My lion is going to be a yellowy orange color right here. So his little bits that are him, and it's okay to see the line. That's why I chose crayons, so that we could like still see the lines. This is cubism. It is about line. So I'm going to fill in this little area right here with some color. Because that is his body. Same thing up here where his little ear is. I'm going to fill it in. I'm going to do the easy stuff first before I get into all the craziness. And I am thinking I'm going to put some pink inside his ear because why not? All right, so we got this stuff going on. And then I'm going to start doing all the fun stuff. So I am going to pick up my darker color first because it will just be faster and a lot easier for me if I remember which way I'm doing all these dark colors. So I'm using a red orange. And I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to make sure I do all the same side red orange. Now, if some of you decided that this is like a really awesome style and you really enjoy it, look up some ideas on Google of different cubism type drawings. You could type in cubism, you could type in like cubism animals, you could type in cubism landscapes. I mean, if this is a style that you're really enjoying and you like using all these like straight lines to make stuff and you like the angles, maybe this is your thing. This is your style. This is where you're going to really excel in your art journey. So I would like you to like do some research if you really are enjoying this. If you really enjoyed the realism part, check out some realism stuff. That's how it works. I mean, that's just basic starting out as an artist. Like figure out what style you really enjoy and then just go for it. It's always nice. Okay, so then we have like two colors that are touching each other. I'm going to come back in here later with a darker color and do like a little shadow. Just so that you can see the difference, because you don't want to lose one. Same thing with this area right here. I'll end up doing another, maybe a blue or a purple right over top of the orange, because they're complementary colors, and it'll really pop one of them out, and it'll help make a really nice shadow for them. Because you want those angles in cubism. Some cubism artists were so crazy, like Picasso was a cubism artist, and he created images where you could see like three different sides of something. Now, usually in art, you only see two different sides. So he would have like really crazy angles and stuff that he worked with. And he became one of the most popular cubism artists in the world. So you never know what you're going to end up doing. Oh, I missed this one. Wasn't even realizing it until I paint or colored the other one. So, do 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 do. Hope you guys are getting outside and enjoying the sun. Really miss being in class and being able to come around and help all of you do all this stuff. It's always fun. Okay, so we got the dark one in. Now we're going to use a regular orange because we use like a yellow orange for the skin. So this is a regular orange. What a crazy idea, huh? So a lot of orange in this one. I don't know. Guess I'm feeling like lions are very orange. Some people use red when they do this, so they have orange on one side and red on the other. I think that's really awesome. Maybe I'll go back in and put some reds in here. But I just wanted to do like, I must be feeling like I want to go outside into the warm sunshine. So my yellow orange and my regular orange are really close in color. I mean, like, there's a difference, but see the difference between the ear and the right in here, these two. But I mean, if I feel like it's getting way too close, I can always go back in and darken one up or add some yellow and lighten one up, one of the two. Oh, coloring outside the lines today, guys. I'm really liking the way this has turned out. I just had like a idea in my head and just kind of went for it. So sometimes it's a good thing, and today it worked out, and sometimes I've had those days where it's a bad thing and it didn't work out. So this is awesome. And thanks for sticking with it, those of you who are doing the lion. I know the tutorial for doing the realism was kind of stressful. I think I've figured out the whole art of holding the paper up and drawing and coloring now. So we shouldn't have any more of those days. So geometric shapes. If we were at school, I'd make sure that you guys did a background, like filled in the background somehow, way, shape, or form. But at this point, I just really want to focus on the drawing part. If you end up wanting to fill in your background, just pick a solid color or do some lines or something and it will look awesome. All right, I'm gonna grab a red. I'm gonna come back in here and do some, just adding like a little red shadow around the bottom of this and like right up by the line. See how that made that pop right out? Just adding that red shadow following the line. I'm gonna do that with all my lines. Just gonna follow them. So that way, like the orange is on the inside and the red's the line on the outside. If you take the time to do this, this is going to make your stuff look so nice. Because you're going to have that little, see how much nicer that is down here versus all of that up there. So take the time to do these little things. They really, really help your art. Don't rush through stuff. Enjoy your weekend. You have a three, you have all this sun coming and it's just really nice out. I want you guys to get out and enjoy yourself, but I also want you to take time to do your artwork. So please be doing your art. Keep it up. School year's almost over. Okay, so we're getting there. We're getting there. Almost. I'm sure that I don't. Let me get this nice shadow right down in here. Follow this line up. And then the last one. I'm actually enjoying using crayons today. So this is our cubism lion. This part. All right. So we're in the style of realism and the style of cubism. All right, guys. Have a good day. Make sure to send me pictures.